Interview with Suge Knight's former bodyguard. He's about to tell us some pretty crazy stories I can imagine. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's watch. Shout out to Al Prophet.
This ain't no tell-all nothing about Suge Knight and Death Row. I'm shining the light on a few things that I was asked by these gentlemen, that I was approached by. That's gonna be important.
Okay.
Very soon in life, and y'all will know more too. I got hired by Dick Griffey to drive a limousine. It started at the Forum Club. The year that I'm going from is 1980. I ended up meeting a big bad bodyguard named Wes Crockett. He made all of us bodyguards. The rap era started. He had us working at rap concerts under Dick Griffey's tutelage. Dick Griffey was a concert promoter, along with a guy named Alan Heyman. And Dick Griffey owned different clubs in Los Angeles. Different clubs is owned by different entities.
Okay.
In Hollywood.
Okay, so hold on. Pause, because notice the language he's using.
In West LA, in Santa Monica, Long Beach. I met different high-profile individuals. I met different athletes. I met different entertainers. As I went on to work for Dick Griffey, he owned Solar Records, and he introduced me to one of his business partners that he was in business with. Then that man's name was Don Cornelius. I go to federal prison.
Well, he on Soul Train?
I am a guy's friend that's named Miriam Suge Knight, and he's a football player up in UNLV. I'm going back and forth to Vegas, and I bump into him at a nightclub where I see him slap a dude and choke another dude. Me and him become friends, but he's 19 going on 20, and he's doing it for whoever owns that club. He has a host of friends, but none of them matches up with his tenacity. You know? You can have some friends that's not hardcore like you, and it's okay, as long as they don't get in your business. You know? So, anyway, me and him become friends since I'm a bodyguard, and I'm lifting 400 on the bench, and he's a bodyguard, and he's trying to get off in the music industry, and Big West turns him out to be a bodyguard too, except he goes a step beyond that. He takes the concept and move it to the Bloods and let them know, look.
So Suge was very strategic and intelligent from an early point. He saw it when he was 20 years old.
Yes, and he moved on it. And you don't know what favor Suge had to do to move up the line. Do you understand that part?
Yeah.
Pop bottles, be around beautiful women, be around other intelligent life forms as you with intelligent thought patterns. I used to talk to Suge's doctor, okay? One briefcase was full of his medicine. The other briefcase was full of his money, okay? And his money was for gambling only. Yes, Mr. Knight, his money was for gambling only, but except for he didn't gamble on the dogs and the horses. He gambled on people.
Meaning what?
Meaning that I'm not repeating it.
Explain, we don't have to get into the weeds of what's in names of gang members, but just generally speaking, he used Looters Park, Mile High Road, and Fruit Town in the beginning Is the security staff or
and off duty, and who you said, and a bounty hunter from Arizona that could carry guns in 5 or 6 states.
and Reggie Wright Jr. and Sr.
Yes, and also Compton Police, and also police out of San Bernardino. Now, that was our law enforcement staff.
Paint us a real brief picture.
Mm.
At the height of death row, with Tupac or whoever, you're rolling around. It's this mixture of very serious gang members, law enforcement on duty, and other, let's just say, powers that be from maybe the different worlds in Las Vegas, lawyers, etc. And it's this big gumbo of people.
Yes, and everybody was filling line in their pockets.
Wow.
Off of Snoop and Tupac and Dre and etc's camp.
This is before Tupac.
Wow.
Okay.
Was
Man, look at that dude. He looked like he officiating.
Tupac's arrival did come to death row kind of scared because of what happened to him in New York and felt like that was his protection and Suge was able to hold that over him and control him?
Okay. As far as Suge controlling Tupac, I have no knowledge of that. I have knowledge of Suge befriending Tupac and Tupac signing a contract with Suge to do this.
They had a genuine friendship.
Yeah. Now, when you want to talk about the type of individuals that Tupac before his time, he was a revolutionary. Okay? Tupac wasn't the type of dude or a youngster to me that push his way up on running something. The man was an artist, the man was an actor, he was a smart individual, he was a caring individual, and he was a genuine individual.
His energy towards the end, as the Biggie beef and all, and he started putting out Hit 'em Up and other things, did you feel Tupac's energy or personality was changed?
Around election time, I'm sure you've heard me say, don't boo, vote. But this year, I think
I feel this, that I could only know what they told me. And I was in a prison cell in Florence, Colorado.
When did you go back to prison?
I went back in 1992 on a violation. And a guy tried to stab me, and I stabbed him 7 times. And they gave me 7 years, and I never got out till 1999.
So you saw the whole down. So you were there when death row formed. You go away.
I
from
helped
the
death
distance.
row form.
Okay, so you helped set up death row. You should have been there to get your reward. But you're very deep in the belly of the beast, seeing in the news, it go up and it go down.
Yeah, well, everything that I'm telling you, Suge First Wife could tell you the same thing. Who I am. Mama Knight, she just died. Suge's mom just died. But his father could tell you the same thing. I was around. Of all the birthday parties of the nieces and granddaughters and grandsons and everything, I was around.
Let me ask you this.
I drove Suge everywhere he wanted to go.
Let me ask you this. You've given a different perspective on Suge than most people give. Do you think that it's easy for an outsider to look at death row and say, wow, they had the world in the palm of their hands and Suge messed it up with all this violence, but was it something that was doomed to go off the rails because of all the outside pressures, whether it was from the corporations like Interscope or from the streets, or could it have existed, or was that something that was doomed to what happened was going to happen?
Okay. Give me 1 second to think about what all that you stirred up in this pot.
Okay.
Can I respectfully say this to you?
Say you want, sir.
I've never owned a company. So if I've never owned a company, I don't know what it takes to make a company work. What all it entails, the different personalities that you encounter. I don't know personally. I've just been a part of a company. And the way I got part of a company because a younger guy named Marion Knight gave me a job because I wanted to be able to take care of my family. Now I was expendable, but I was his friend. That's why he fired me 11, 12 times and hired me back because I didn't do what he said do because I was his friend and I had morals and principles. And I would advise him. And if you got love for a person, you don't just suck their dick and lick their ass type dude to get along with them. If you're not that type of dude. I'm not that type of dude. People that got killed on should watch. You know? He's responsible for that. Whether he directly or indirectly put them in the line of fire, they were grown and they had to make decisions as men. People shine their nose at this and shine their nose at that. But you never know what you have to do until you walk in that dude's shoes on what decisions you might make. Now, I'm not kissing his ass, and I'm not lying for him. He know if he a funky yellow motherfucker, and I've always called him that.
But he was in a very complicated situation running death row. There was the pressure from Harry O, the lawyers, the corporations, the streets. So I guess he, considering that, he did a pretty good job, but it spun out of control. Looking back now, let's just say this: say there was a record label in LA, had the hottest artists. Would you advise them to right off the bat, don't use gang members for your security and run this like a corporation? And don't get crooked cops. Let's go get regular security. Let's not have Snoop and Tupac out in the streets with gang members for bodyguards. What would...
My advice on that is everybody has a pass. Okay? Now,
What's that mean?
I told you that I want to be around you, Jay Joker, this girl over here, your cousin, and your friend. You would not hire me about my past. Or would you?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. And if you pushing a line, and the line that you pushing, you need this done and that done. And first of all, you got to be man enough to do it. You got to be man enough to push that line. I've been around Suge where me and him was up under the car ducking bullets. Women running, the homosexual valets opening the door, left us, and they was dumping full-fledged to kill us. Not about what I was did, about who I was with, and wanted to stop his vision. Now, I don't know if he caused that or not, but I was with him, so I had to get out with him.
Suge was not just sending everybody else into the line of fire. He was in it himself.
Yes. He came trust somebody to do whatever he needed to do.
You had an interesting story about where you were at. Tell us when Tupac got killed, where were you at after you?
I was on the second floor of a building in Flores, Colorado, locked up for stabbing an individual 7 times in Terminal Island a year and a half before that.
Florence Supermax.
Yes.
Into the line.
Dead men walking.
Everyone there is
Had
infamous.
Mexican mafia, infamous
That's the word.
different people from different prisons that have went to the hole and stayed in the hole for 3 years, and they let them out there on another yard, okay, in another city. People from Oklahoma, Washington, D.C., people from San Francisco, San Diego. They had all different kind of genders, everything there. Transvestites, homosexual, killer. No, let me tell you the first time I was at a table. I sit down at a table to eat. 3 other people sit down at the same table. It wasn't all Crips and it wasn't all Bloods. But I looked at this one dude and he looked funny. I come to find out a month and a half later, that dude killed people and ate them.
I've heard crazier. I've heard crazier.
Want your cornbread? Hell, motherfucking no. You want my tray? You can have it. You understand what I mean? You don't never know who you with in those places and what dark spots they've been in their life. That's what I'm trying to convey to you. You don't know what dark spot Suge was at in his life and what he was thinking and what narcotics he was taking and what drugs he was taking not to feel the pain that he was feeling and what he was mixing it with. You don't know the decisions that he had to make about the pressure on him from a little short man of another ethnicity with a cigar in his mouth and smell like Old Spice cologne.
Wow. Is there any, would you elaborate on that or is something you want to say?
I can show him to you often. He looked like this, except for 68 years old. Okay? So you don't never know what pressures it is. And I catch your face looking a certain kind of way. You done paid for the meal. All of us sitting up here over here burping and getting ready to smoke a blunt after we get through eating. You know what you're thinking about? You're thinking about something that we don't know that you're thinking about, and it's fucking you up. Because it's about money and a position and what you gotta do. And it ain't our business because it ain't our problem. It's your problem because you running everything. You don't know what that do to you. You don't know what that do to another man or another woman. To be egged on. Or to make the right moves versus the wrong moves. No Jazzy Jeff? Yeah. Do you think Death Row would have sold the volumes that they sold with that kind of rap? That's not what corporate America wanted, and that's not what the streets was hungry for. They was hungry for the type of music Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Dash Corrupt, the infamous Tupac made.
And to circle back on something I said earlier, if Suge in the Death Row setup hadn't had real dangerous, serious street people involved, then America wouldn't have taken the gangster rap that they were producing as seriously, and as much money wouldn't have got made. Is that true?
I believe it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
I believe that they would have got half of that made.
So the violence was baked in from inside and from outside.
Yes. Yes.
That's the smoking gun right there. That's what I was looking for. 'Cause I know that's true.
And it's still true.
100%.
It's still true. What do you go after beefs after beefs after beefs after beefs? Rapping about beefs or getting down?
Yeah, if you don't get down, eventually it gets boring.
That means you're a studio gangster.
You don't sell records.
What you say that word was?
Authenticity.
Authenticity made the video start to make people want to watch along with the beat.
Oh yeah, to see somebody lifting weights in the front yard, they put you in like, oh wow, they're really there. This is not a set.
Yeah, and this is what time it is in life. What time it is in life. They came out with Deep Cover with Larry Fishburne. 187 on an undercover cop. Would you like to have a party here for an undercover bitch or nigga cop to come up in here and smoke a little weed and drink y'all liquor and watch and listen to what him talking to you about or what you talking to him about on the terrace and hear what you say and then go back to their commander and repeat it to try to get an indictment on you? That's the world we live in. I don't want to become your friend for you to end up later on in life and I don't do something right or wrong and you have somebody kill me at your beach house or while you and somebody else on a boat and you come back and discover my body. Because I don't do something right or wrong. But that's the life we live in.
Do you think
That's happened to me before.
In prison during those years when like Buntry and Iran and everyone was getting killed, if you had been on the streets, is there a substantial chance you wouldn't be here with us now?
It's a substantial chance I wouldn't be here with us now. But also, it's a substantial chance that a whole lot of other motherfuckers wouldn't have been here had I been here.
Yes, I'm good. You want to say anything else?
That's it.
Straight to the point, straightforward.
Saturating the black mentality with a death wish.
Street corner indoctrination is overpowering.
Drugs were in the black community. Nobody really cared.
The African American community has quite a debt to what we would consider criminal enterprise.
According to leading researchers, Negroes buy more quality products than any other comparable United States group.
Their parents had struggled and marched and wanted to make sure that they were extremely successful and to go as far as their talents could take them, suddenly got involved in drugs. And the drug was heroin. So it was just destroying the African American community.
A revolutionary.
We don't want welfare colonialism in the black ghetto. The basic issue has to do with whether or not we can control some employment for ourselves.
White powder, black power is the story of how the illegal drug economy was the first truly large and widespread capital building tool for African Americans.
I mean, they may be colorful, they may be glamorous, they may get turkeys on Thanksgiving, they may sport a little league baseball team, but they're selling a substance that's going to kill your child or your grandchild.
I'm not condoning what they do. What I'm simply saying is that there are many on that playing field. And so when we demonize one group and then another group, we just kind of smile and look the other way.
Yep.
Jews, the Irish, as every group in America has attempted to go to the next level economically, the story of organized crime and narcotics is playing part of it.
Wow. Powerful. What y'all think about that interview, man? Y'all heard it straight from the horse's mouth.